Go live. Yep. Well, I believe we're live. I know all you folks are probably wondering, well, is he going solo again or not? Well, you'll have to wait till the curtain lifts because it could be another one, another week. Well, you just heard the laugh in the background, so obviously, no, we're not. But I see all these fine folks out there, and Mark's rekindled with an old best buddy of his, I guess.
Savor the vapor.
There you go. So that being said, we're just gonna get on down to it. I was really trying to shorten this down. Let's just say this, and I think I'll start saying this from now on. For the smoothest and the longest show on YouTube. There you go. We got it all knocked out in a short sentence. Here we go, folks. Smoothest transition. I'm getting to where I don't think I like that transition anymore. I'm going to go back to a different one. What's happening, folks? It is the T.T.V show number 439. We got, I think Mike's gone into full-time automotive customization now. He's done with the vaping gang. If you see vape videos, it's probably just because I don't have a clue.
They're old.
They're old. He's throwing up reruns of his shit now. But anyway, I guess it'll be me and Mr. Mark here for y'all. So I didn't, I think I was, I don't think I did, but I don't think I did any like little buffet last week. And I kind of got to thinking, why would I if I'm sitting here by myself and you know the same shit I'm going to hold up. So if you're wanting to do something, go ahead. But I don't think I'm going to join you today.
Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Nothing new. Oh, I got the Argus too, but Vupu says don't show it, don't show it. So I'm not gonna show it.
Well, he's not gonna show it then, so don't worry.
I don't know why. It looks like the other one, but
well, I'm always rocking this one right here, and always rocking that right there. Shit that I got in there, you never tell. I did get one of these though. I think they're gonna be the new sponsor right here. Do you think I could put that little placard kind of like...
That'd be a nice sponsor.
That would be right there, because I'd be just rolling with that. Check your mic level. It's a bit low. I'm looking at it here on my OBS, and it's almost pinging into the red, so you might want to check your volume there, just a hair. But,
turn up that hearing aid.
Yep, gotta crank it up just a little bit. So, yeah, so there's two of us here. Mark's got all kind of like, I don't have anything vape-wise to talk to y'all about. Mark normally handles all that shit nowadays, or Mike when he's here, so.
Yeah,
but I don't even think Mark's got anything this time.
Nope.
Damn, this is going to be a pretty sad show tonight. What's a good AIO right now that's a rebuildable? Mark, that sounds like just up your alley.
A rebuildable AIO? I guess that the Burrow mod, that Sans AIO, that's technically an AIO. Well, not really. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there are any rebuildable AIOs.
I would have to say, like, if in that sense, you'd be pushing more towards a Burrow mod than I don't. When I hear the word AIO, I sit here and think of the little kits that come in that are,
Yeah, it's all like together.
Yeah.
I don't know of any rebuildable AIOs at the moment. My camera's not crooked. It's me that's crooked. Thank you, Kid Bass.
It could be my desk might be crooked, so everything looks. I have no idea, but. Brian says the Pulse AIO V2. Which one is the Pulse AI? Is that that's the Vandy Vape one, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I can't remember.
What is it? I guess that's kind of a Burrow style AIO, maybe. But I wouldn't call that like one of the good ones though, but that's my opinion.
But doesn't that one just have like the little coils to it? or is there a rebuildable section with it?
I couldn't tell you. I think there's a rebuildable section with it. I'm pretty
That just
sure.
shows you how bad we are looking at, I guess, the latest and great. I guess that's the latest and greatest right there, or is it not?
I might be. Burrow is kind of what I'm thinking of. Oh, go with the San AIO. There you go. Right up your alley. Affordable. Nice. You can't have big lips, though, because the drip tip is really small.
So without just like directing people straight to the place, since we're not supposed to be doing that, what kind of money am I going to be out of if I went with that particular one?
I think it's under $100, I think.
Is it relatively easy to get?
Yeah, you can get it from many places.
All right, well, there you go.
Um,
You did a video on it, correct?
yep. Let's
And I'm
see.
sure in your video you showed a link to where you could go get it, right?
Negative. No links.
I was tested
119
on.
for the complete kit. So just shy of $100.
Yeah, that's I guess would be pretty much in line where a lot of things would be, especially if you wanted something that was going to last you at least. So, Mr. Mully said the Pulse AIO does have a rebuildable. Also comes with a tool that connects to pins so you can dry burn the RB. Okay, well there you go. There you go. And there's Mr. Dakota Simon, Mustang Man. Dakota, you should just change your name on here to Mustang Man and get rid of the Dakota Simon.
You should. You get rid of your picture and just put like the Mustang logo.
Yep.
That should be your thing.
That should be the new thing right there. Mr. Ed Barkley, what's happening with you? And look at Hippie out there. Hippie out there just probably talking smack to everybody.
Yeah. So Dakota won one of my Burrow mods that I did a giveaway for, but he piffed it. So we piffed it to Terry.
Yeah.
I sent it to Terry, and Terry says he doesn't like it because his lips are too big. So he's going to give it to Robert.
And of course, Robert doesn't have any of them, so he would definitely be in need of it.
So all that, and he's just going to send it to Robert.
Let me ask this: did he send it to Robert or did he sell it to Robert?
He's probably selling it to Robert, but he said sending it.
So he's
probably
made a
selling it.
profit off of your giveaway then.
Yes. I'm like, you
Okay.
son of a bitch. I packed that thing up, ship it to you, and now you're going to send it back out?
Which one though?
I forgot the name of it. I did a video for it. But all the drip tips on those little Burrow mods are kind of short, so I know what he's talking about. Because I didn't like the San AIO drip tip. It was just too short. But I told him, like, dude, just buy another drip tip for it. But I don't think he likes the mod. I told him he's not going to like Burrow mods. He didn't listen.
You know, I seen you and Mike talking about that a little bit, and I think I watched both of y'all did a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I looked at some of your video just a little bit, and I think I looked at some of Mike's. I can't remember exactly. But I actually got a little interested in it for a minute, and I was thinking, you know what? I might try this for myself. And then I sat there and thought, why would I do that? Because I've got the boxer one, which I like. I haven't used it a little bit, but I do like it when I do use it. I got that other one that you suggested that got used maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I've still got coils and everything for that. But I'm just sitting here saying that I don't know why I don't get in the habit of using them, or is there something about them I don't care for and I go back to what I was doing before?
Dude, I've been using this old mod, the Dual 21700. I change the batteries on this like every 2 days at 50 watts. I just use this thing all the time now. The tank on it costs more than the mod does.
Well, here, if y'all thought I was lying about stuff when I had my little talk with y'all a few weeks ago, there it is. I'm still using it. Rainbow tank, geek vape thingy, whatever. So.
Oh, did you try that? Did you get that juice from Ginger or no?
I did. I have not.
Try it?
Not
It's
yet.
good.
Just simply because I got
It's
this
really
one.
good.
Dude, I'm like pretty stuck on this one right now at the moment. Doesn't look like it, but I've been vaping a lot of it. This is the raspberry jelly donut one.
Oh, okay.
That's like some kind of hook. So I might, when I'm done with this particular bottle, I might jump over to that. And
It is. It's really good.
how much have you vaped of it so far?
Not a lot of it because I got it right when I was sick, but I smelled it. I'm like, oh shit, that smells good. And I tasted it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fill up a tank. I fill up a Saker's tank with it, and it was really good.
You know what
I
I
just
real,
haven't vaped a lot, so
you know what I realize I'm gonna have to either clean out one of these other bottles I've got so I can actually kind of use it, or I'm going to buy me like a little, like one of those 1 or 2 kit 120 ml bottles from Amazon or something like that.
and Nicholas sent me a bunch of Timmy's liquid, which I haven't tried yet, Nicholas, just because I'm like just almost over my thing. Still
So,
positive, but almost over. Once I'm done, I'm gonna try it out.
so
But thank
what
you
are
so much.
what are the after effects that you've experienced so far, or has there been any?
Mm,
Did you lose the taste?
no, I didn't lose a taste. I'm out of breath easily.
Well, that's
I know, just I'm out of
yeah.
shape, but I'm like, I'll walk up the stairs and I'll be really out of breath. That's
So
the only thing I've noticed. But I've also taken that medicine that kind of cheated to get rid of all the symptoms, so I didn't really get the full, you know.
can't you go to like one of those little like a Walgreens or like a little drugstore and get one of those rental oxygen things you can pull around so you
I
can,
might, I might need one.
that could probably help you a little bit going up and down the steps and stuff. But
I'm in the hospital for inflame. You're in the hospital too, Lewis? Jesus.
damn.
Dude, everyone's fucking sick. Holy hell.
So let me ask you this right now, Lewis. You say that you're in the hospital for that. Are you literally in a hospital bed right now with this show like on a tablet or a phone or on the TV in the room or what? I'm curious to know that. Kid Bass says Mark has the long. Yeah, he does.
Dude, I bought a 5 pack of these today, and I took two in a row because I took one and it said negative. I'm like, what if it's wrong? Took another one right after, it said positive. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't.
I give up on those things.
Let's be careful about where we're going tonight because, like I said,
Oh
I
yeah.
just got the reason why I had a warning on this channel is this exact conversation that's kind of
Don't say
going
the
down
word.
that path. Yeah. He said, yes, phone, earphone. There you go. See, that's a dedicated watcher right there. This man is he's laying in a hospital bed watching his show on a phone. Well,
Thank you, Lewis.
I hope you get to feeling better, brother.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Look, there he is, Mr. Scarelli out there. Mr. Scarelli, let me ask you this question. Did Terry make you pay for that particular device that Terry won, or did he just piff it over to you?
Yeah, Terry emailed me and he said, I don't like this. I'm just gonna send it to Robert. And I'm like, you're probably gonna sell it to Robert, not send it to him.
Oh man. Hippie says never. I'm not reading all that. I'm not reading it.
Never get a P after an N.
Uh, I was about to jump into somebody else's conversation for a minute.
Bachelor's in the hospital. Everyone's fucking got lung problems.
Bachelor's not now. If Bachelor's in the hospital, he's not there because of like the comment. He's there like at an AA meeting or some shit. Don't let
He
Bachelor
apparently
fool you.
he's got double pneumonia. Lewis has got inflamed lungs.
Damn, what are you folks out there doing?
They're leaving the house. I told people stay in the house. Don't leave the fucking house. They don't listen.
Shit. Y'all need to get y'all shit under control. Rifleman said this show is the most uplifting thing you could do in a hospital. I don't know, man. I would probably say something else, but
This would be the last thing I'd watch of being in the
yeah,
hospital.
I mean, I would probably be depressed enough as it is. I don't want to go down. Nicholas brought up a good question. He said, "Where's Marvin Norton?" the biggest and oldest piece of shit in vaping. He's always in the hospital, but he probably really is at the hospital right now. And look at that. You can always count on Hippie going strong right there. Thank you for that 99-cent dono there, kid.
Oh, look who's here. Mr. Brett. What's up, Brett?
Brad, what's happening, brother? Yeah, that's why those things aren't on the shelf anymore, Brett. Folks were getting sick going into the hospital, so they shut them down.
We don't, where I'm at, we don't have a lot of snow, but it's all like slush and it's going to turn to ice. Let me look outside to see what the snow looks like. Oh, it's getting bad because my camera's
It's just like blowing around and shit.
my camera's all iced up, so
Oh, yeah.
you can't see anything.
We got a set of wind chimes in the backyard right now that have been just like, I'm about to have to go out there and take them down because they're so damn loud right now. The wind's kicking. It's done got cold as shit.
That's not,
Damn.
yeah, it's pretty white.
Is it still lit up that much there?
No, it's just the lights out there that make it
Okay.
light up.
Say it's dark as hell here.
Oh yeah, it's dark. It's
Watch
not
out
snowblower deep, but it's
Yeah. Watch out for the tornado. Yeah, that's been south of here's been pretty crazy. It's one of those weird weather things that's been going on.
and then today, right when it starts snowing out, like it's snowing like crazy, I noticed there's like water pouring off my roof, like right where the front door is at. I'm like, what the hell? And I look at the gutter, and there's just water pouring off the edge of it.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, oh shit, is it? So I had to go break out the ladder while it's snowing out, ice on the ground, climbing up to the gutter, and there is just fucking loads of fucking leaves in there.
Oh, shit.
And the gutter's like filled to the brim with water, so I had to sit there and scoop all the fucking leaves out, get soaking wet, so the gutter would eventually drain out. Like, oh my, it was a fucking nightmare.
I had to do that over the summertime. I got a hose and I had to clean all my gutters out, and it was like tons of shit. Like, you get all the crap that builds up from like off your shingles in there and everything else. Man, I had shit all over. I'm glad I did that though.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it in the spring, we didn't, and now paying for it.
Damn, a lot of folks. Everybody's either got a tornado going on or some snow. So you know shit's crazy out there right now. And Bachelor said that they had tornado warnings for an hour and a half that evacuated us the last 15 minutes. Damn. Yeah, I was looking at, of course, you know me, when weather shit's always fired up, oh my God. What's his name? What's our weather guy?
Ryan Hall?
Ryan Hall. You know he's going to go live.
Yep. I seen
That
him live
son
today.
of a bitch was live for 12 hours straight today with that
They
shit.
did like 1,800 people watched. I'm like, who the fuck is watching? Like,
1,800. Won't you try? When I was looking at it, he had 40-something thousand watching.
Holy Jesus.
When the stream went off, it showed 1.3 million people had already watched it.
I mean, props to that dude, man, for doing that, because that's
Well,
his
every
thing.
time he does it, he's up in that area. Nicholas, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, where you at, ST? I'm in Tennessee.
I was watching Smoking Scan right before.
Oh, dude, I was just watching it too. Did you see the
U-Haul?
U-Haul? Yeah. Dude was rolling through LA with that Joker. Here's the funny thing. So a lot of people are not going to know what we're talking about, but since Mark just brought it up, and I'll forget. You see when they stopped in that neighborhood and the one dude got out the passenger side.
Dude, he was like, he's crippled pretty much.
Yeah, I love the sound effects dude puts with that shit too. But dude got out, and when the helicopter was flying over, I thought that was the dude that was walking down the sidewalk, and there was a cop that just went by and didn't stop. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
he's
wasn't
right
that
there.
him or no?
But apparently it was another dude because they showed a little bit later.
Well, it was two dudes. Yeah, two dudes. I could have swore that was the guy. But the cop just rolled past him.
Well, one dude they already got. They had
Yeah.
him face down on the ground. The other dude was, they caught him a little somewhere else. I could have swore that old dude, though, that was talking on the phone that had all the backpack and shit.
Yep.
But apparently it wasn't him. It was another dude that had a backpack and a
Oh,
bunch of shit.
I was wondering why the cop just rode past him.
Yeah, I was like, look at this crap. Could you imagine a chat? I'm telling y'all need to go to probably a lot of y'all don't give two shits about the weather, but when there's something like real crazy, like say a tornado outbreak, go to Ryan Hall's channel. I have seen upwards of close to 100,000 people watching at one time. And the man is getting like, he he gets hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations and all kind of other stuff during it. But what he
Oh,
says, he turns around and just gives it back to the people of where, and then too, he's running a business, so he's paying folks with it and all that other shit. But it's pretty crazy.
yeah. I remember telling Angela in the summertime, like, we got to go look at the gutters just to see what they look like. She's like, all right, we're going to do it. And we just never did it. And now, yeah, I regret doing that.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
one set of gutters is pretty, one set of gutters you can kind of get to with a decent sized ladder, but the other set of gutters, I don't have a ladder that fucking tall.
yeah, I can
It's
only do
way
the
up
one
there.
in the back of my house on the front because we live in a two-story. That very top one,
Yeah.
I can't get to that shit. So, uh, Neil Pitt says people give $500 super chats, right? Dude, that they throw those things out like they're dollar chats in anybody else's live stream. It trips me out, man.
I think he quit. He
I
quit
think
vaping,
he
right or
did.
no?
I think he did. He also made mention too that I picked up on. I guess he just had a child because he was
Oh, did he?
talking about
Damn.
how he was on baby duty or some stuff like that because the streams were supposed to have started last night, but things I guess didn't progress the way that they thought they were going to. So he kept holding off, and eventually I guess he went live at like crack of dawn this morning or something like that. But
He was a meteorologist before starting a vape shop. Yeah, that dude, that channel is like booming.
oh yeah, it's crazy the numbers over there.
What's the biggest super chat donation? You know what? I don't.
500 is the biggest you can do. That YouTube will allow you to do under their stuff. I tell you this, if y'all are curious what it looks like, just somebody for the hell of it, just do a $500 one up in here, and I'll show you what it looks like up at the top. Oh man, wouldn't that be some shit if a couple of those came flashing across?
500. I think the biggest I've seen, like in all our chats, is maybe 200. I think once.
Yeah, I don't.
I think that was the biggest one I think I've seen.
But then you got to remember this: all those $500 chats you see getting thrown up on that screen, YouTube's getting a big fat chunk of each one of those that gets slapped up there. So
Yep. They get what, 40%? I think of it,
40% of what
yep,
we make on here.
which is a ripoff.
Yes, it is. Do it, then cancel it. Yeah.
Have fun trying to cancel that.
Yeah, everything's kind of color coded according to how much you donate. So the big ones, like if you do like a $49 one or a 50, it's kind of in I think a purplish, but if you hit something that's like 100 and up, those are in the red.
And the more you donate, the longer it stays up, I believe.
It'll stay at the top of the screen for a lot longer.
Jay gave 500 to the vape team back in the day. Damn, I thought it was two. Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was. I don't remember. I know it was a pretty big donation.
That's why you see a lot of these guys now that have their streams set up to where you'll have things that actually go to like PayPal or some other type of payment. I mean, you can do it pretty much in anything. And they'll go through the steps of having it where it shows up like on your main screen opposed to a chat screen, so you can, the acknowledgement is still there where, I know a lot of people will tell you, hey, instead of doing it on YouTube, do it on PayPal. Well, if you don't get to see it on there, it kind of doesn't mean the same. And I get
Right.
that.
Yeah, because when you got people in chat, you kind of want your donation to kind of stick out a little bit.
Yeah.
I love when they do the live streams on other platforms where it actually speaks out what they
Oh,
say.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
They always say some crazy shit.
Yep.
Go and start chasing tornadoes. You could be the next. You got to be crazy.
That would
I
be
would make it a
fun.
day.
That would be fun to do right there. I'm getting discharged early. Well, there you go. Well, that's good news for you.
Oh, I got to turn Ed's guitar on. Hold on, Ed.
What do you got to do?
There we go.
What the
The
hell
little
is
lighted
this?
guitar that Ed sent
Well, looky there.
with the black Santa. Well, DC sent the black Santa and the Hispanic Santa,
Oh,
and
Lord.
then we got the guitar right there.
Good Lord. DC went all out, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. A negative for that, and well, that's at least you're good negative for those things, Lewis. That's a good thing. When you get home, stay in the house. Don't go out of the house.
I'm not 100% certain. I think I know where he's at, but I'm not 100% certain there, Nicholas. Oh, Hippie done got him a little channel started up now.
Yep, he's doing. He did a Harbor Freight tool video, and it's got like 1,000 views on it.
Oh, he really did do. He's got a channel.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
he did it.
that's crazy.
Well, put your channel up there, Hippie. Let these folks go find it.
The Asian Santa's put away for the year. These two I'll probably keep out just because they're
Why is
pretty
that? I
unique.
mean, we're past. Don't be the dude that leaves your shit out till like July and shit, and then decides to put it up. Did you name your? What did you? You got a?
That's a black Santa.
Okay.
Like DC actually went out of his way to send a black and a Hispanic Santa. The
Did
other
you?
one's a Hispanic.
Did you name him
We didn't
Angel?
name him
By the
yet.
way,
Probably will name him Angel.
because I know how you do that shit.
Angel Claus.
Yep. Uh,
I noticed that since Mike has become world renowned, him and Ginger have been skipping together. Ginger's here, he just ain't typing.
yeah. Ginger's probably sitting there counting money, and a lot of times when you're counting money, you can't count money and type in chat. And what would you rather do? Count money or type in chat?
I want to know what flavors are in that liquid because I taste like banana and marshmallow, which
Well,
I know is probably not in there. But
he told me. He said
oh, did he tell you?
it was like a banana cream pie,
Oh, is
something
that what
like
it is?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, something to that effect. Streamlab donations can also put. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do to have all that stuff flashing around and do all that. We had talked about doing that years ago when we realized how bad we were getting taxed by YouTube, but I don't know. I think Mark tried to give it a go and then started realizing there was some
Yeah, it's
more
hard.
shit to it. And
It's a pain in the ass.
if my life was like hardcore dedicated to this and, I was like, just like going nuts on this shit, I might be inclined to maybe like research it down a little bit more and get it all together, but I'm not. And, so I'm just doing it. I'm doing it like I've been doing it forever.
Like I put effort into it for like a good 2 weeks, and I still couldn't figure it out. it was not working for me, and I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Go back to OBS.
It's probably easy as shit, but a lot of times we just
Too old.
never like do the research that needs to go with it. But for the few simple things you got to do, probably, I don't know. I watch a lot. I watch some of these guys that stream and do some of this shit though, and they got a whole lot of shit working there. They probably have overcomplicated their situation with us. They've got so much shit going on, but the end result, I mean, it's a pretty good looking, professionally done thing there. I mean, all the little sound effects, all the shit when you need it up on the screen here and there, and little flashy things going on. But I don't know.
Marcus, you shut your mouth. I feel like
Sometimes,
YouTube is for older people like us, and Twitch and everything else is for the younger crowd. Because whenever I see a Twitch feed, I can't even understand what they're saying. All the shit on the screen, it's just too much to take in. Like, wow, there's too much going on.
yeah, they'll have their chats and everything look nothing like this. And I don't know how much of that's built into Twitch of what you got to do with it, or if there's a lot of shit you got. I don't know. Somebody just made mention of it too, and I feel the same way. You start putting in a whole bunch of shit up here, you start like losing concentration of what you're actually looking at, and I like shit a little bit more simple up here. So
Twitch is like, now it's like for everybody.
yeah,
It used to be for gamers. Now it's for like chicks that just sit there half naked. It's for dudes. Like, it's all kinds of crazy people.
yep.
When you try to go live on Twitch, there's so much stuff. It's like, holy, it's like starting all over again. Like going live on YouTube back in the day. It took us a good while to figure out how to do it.
And if you sit here and think about it though, like well, I don't know, Hangouts even seemed like it was complicated for a minute. Even though if you look at it now, all this shit's pretty easy to do. But like, hell, back then I just knew how to get on YouTube. You want me to do a live stream and all this and that, dude? I couldn't even get a live stream going just through YouTube when I first tried it.
Yep, and getting the chat to work was a pain.
Yeah.
And whatever happened to Rumble? Rumble's still going. I don't know about us doing Rumble, but
Yeah, I started one. We did one live feed. I think it's got like 1,200 views on it, and I don't know. It's there. It's there if it needed to be used again, which it might be. I don't know, dude. I still enjoy doing these. I just don't have like my little patch I would used to be like on a Saturday sometimes, where I used to feel like just going live and doing shit. Hell, I hadn't even really been in that mode for a good long while. So you guys watch Hunky Vapes? I've never even heard that before.
Hunky Vapes.
He's awesome.
I gotta look it up now.
Yep. I'm tired of those Coco shorts.
Jeez, you don't play a goddamn.
What is Coco shorts?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to transfer viewers to Rumble from. Yeah, because YouTube is just so daggone. I mean, if you want to watch shit on Rumble, you got to get a Rumble account, and a lot of people don't even want to just do that, and you just don't have near the people there. At least for what we do now, if you're there to watch a few people like Crowder or something like that, yeah, he's got the following, but he already had the massive following on YouTube and just took it to, but he still does both.
It's a bunch of it's two old dudes.
Yeah. Oh,
So it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm not listening to the audio, but they do DIY and stuff. One of the guy kind of looks like you.
Is it a big channel?
1,600 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
They do live shows.
Have you guys heard anything out of Lou? Uh,
Mm.
I haven't talked to him recently, but I have noticed that there's been like, I think two different random little Instagram things he's put up where he looks like he's out in his backyard blowing some big ass clouds or some shit. So he's still doing his mech thing. Rumble is picking up. It might be picking up for some particular things. I don't think it's picking up for the vaping shit because I don't see vaping being big anywhere anymore.
Ooh, Jesus busted his shit cleaning the snow off his stairs, and he caught it in 4K. I hope you're
Oh,
gonna upload it somewhere. I want to see that.
if not, send that footage over to Mark and he'll do a special video on it.
Hell yeah, I'll put a short up on that. I got pretty good views on me busting my ass in my driveway last year.
That was staged, but it still got good views. I won't keep telling him he's staging it shit.
That was painful for staging it.
So we're all good and everything, and no, like you're not like you're not gonna have to have something amputated or anything like that. You're gonna pull through this one.
I hope. I sure hope so. I've been like just begging for this thing to be negative, but
Yeah, but you're not. Are you technically not feeling sick anymore though?
no, I'm not feeling sick anymore.
Okay. You
That
don't
part's
sound
over
it at
with.
all, so I was
Yeah, that
thinking.
part's over with. It's just the shortness of breath when I do shit, and other than that,
Mike, I forget who just asked that. Somebody was asking, I guess, if we had heard or talked to Big Lou, and I was just making mention. I haven't. I've just seen him post a few little things, but even Lou's kind of like just not because I know a good while back he had even discussed that he was just going to come back and start doing some random shit on his channel, and then bam, he never did it. You know, sometimes it sounds good, like at certain moments, like, yeah, I'm ready to go into a different direction with this and start posting some stuff. And then you can sit there a day or two longer and be like, I don't have any ambition to do it now.
does he still vape the same way he did?
If
You know,
you look at his past two, I think it's his past two Instagram, he's like out in the backyard with a mech, you know, shooting clouds all over the damn place.
still vaping like that. Yeah. Imagine me as a girl. I'd be one disappointing girl.
Rich from Boston is big now.
Do 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 do.
I was trying to think if there's any other people I had started. I started watching some random dude. He's had videos forever. I mean, like he started putting shit on YouTube when YouTube first came around. But it's some dude that lives up in Alaska that does a lot of vlogging and shit. And the dude's got like a fucking old ass F350 truck that he built a log cabin on the back of, and
Damn.
it goes travels around all over the place and like blizzards and shit, and just records everything. It's kind of fun to watch for a little while, but then it kind of turns into the same old shit, and it's like, okay, I'm done with this.
Do you know how JJ I think JJ popped in my chat. JJ's doing good actually. He's alive actually. He pops in my chat every like Friday or Monday. He's doing good.
Yeah, for all that man's been through, he's been through a lot of shit.
It seemed like every month he was going through something different.
Yeah.
Lewis, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Every once in a while, I'll stumble on something new and kind of like gravitate towards it for a minute or two, and then I just kind of get bored with it. Yeah, he was riding his bike. Yeah, that was one of his recent ones.
Riding a motorcycle in the blizzard?
No, dude had one of those like it almost looks like in a one of the new e-bikes, but it's not. It's a pedal bike, but it's got the real big fat tires on it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And he took it off he's got like a little bike rack on the top of this contraption that he's driving around and went just for a long ass ride in the Alaskan blizzard. And I'm like, holy shit. Yes, no, yeah.
Too bad you got earbuds on, Lewis, because I'd say something. What's up, Kip?
Oh, Kip. So what's the I will do our little what 5 minutes of vaping shit. I mean, we talked a little bit of vaping, but I didn't really quite hit Mark up because if Mark's going to be like laying it down, have we got like a bunch of videos coming, or is that just like that's a big negative?
Did a disposable today, got a disposable tomorrow, and then the Vupu one is sometime in January. Vaporesso Cube something, and then Geek Vape something.
Yeah, because I think we're
Nothing
less than
too
a
exciting.
month. We're less than a month before they go on hiatus, right?
Yep. So they're trying to dump all their shit as quick as possible before they leave. And when they leave, it's going to be like a 2-3 month, like just dead, nothing.
So, in that 2 or 3 month period, are you just solely relying on doing lives to keep the channel pretty much positive?
Probably. I'll be live every day just sitting here.
Oh man,
He also has a caribou. What the fuck is
no,
a
he
caribou?
hit a caribou.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like rolling down the road, and there was a pack of them in front, and he couldn't stop in time, so he popped one.
did you put the lava flow in a pod system, Brian, or was it like in a something stronger?
I tried the 12 milligram, just couldn't handle. What?
It's perfect in a pod system, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At 12 milligram.
Now, if you put 12 milligram and just like laced it down on an RDA and took a hit, I could see where you couldn't handle it. But you should do that, Mark. You should be Hippie's cameraman since he's getting in the game now. Since you're about to have some downtime, you should roll over to Hippies and take all your latest and greatest equipment you've got and film him and help him. Like, I hadn't seen his channel yet, so I don't know if he needs any help editing or kind of learning some of the tricks of the trade, but you could be his mentor.
I could be the manager of his channel, like what's his name wanted to do that one time.
Oh,
He wanted to manage everyone's channels.
kind of Pegasus.
Pegasus, yep.
Yep.
I'll take 60% of the proceeds.
I was just fixing to say, Hippie, this comes at a price tag. Don't think you're getting anything for free. So I
I'll
tried
spring
it.
for the Uber.
I tried it in a Freemax Galaxy Pro Pod, only just too much. I have no idea what a Freemax.
Wait, the Galaxy Pro, I think is. Hold on, I think
If it's a Freemax, it's got to be old as shit, I would think. I don't think Freemax made shit in forever.
Galaxy Pro is a 0.8, 25-watt device. That might be a little strong. Well, you could adjust the wattage on it, but
I'm doing so the highest I do that at, I got this at 18 watts right here. Yeah, 25 watts if you're doing it full max would be much on me too at 12.
that particular juice, though, I noticed does have a bit more of a kick than typical 12 milligram. At least in my opinion, it does. I don't know if it's just whatever they use in it, but it does have more of a kick.
Brian, you should do this. Go get you, I don't know where you're at. I think for some reason, why do I think that you're not in this country? Well, first off, are you in this country? Answer me that, and I'll wait for the answer.
Do, 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 do.
I hate that there's a delay to this and you always got to wait on shit.
No, not Pegasus, the music guy. There used to be this guy, Pegasus Vapor Academy.
His
He used to
channel's
be all
still
about
there if you want to
batteries.
go check it out and look at it.
Oh, his channel's still there?
Look it up. I think it is.
He used to be like, you thought Mooch was bad with batteries. Pegasus would have charts and fucking 3 hour long shows talking about batteries.
But I think he got all his information from Mooch and he just tried to
Probably
twist it
did.
up a little bit. Oh, you're West Virginia. Do this, dude. Go get you a freaking Caliburn or something to that effect. Go get you a Caliburn and then put that lava flow in it. And then you'll sit there and go, now I see what he was talking about.
Yep, his channel's still there. Last video 5 years ago.
Yep. He still got like, because I looked at it, I think like about a year ago. He had like well, if you looked at the latest one, it was like when shit was like, it's kind of hard to sit there and watch. But he was sitting on top of the world when didn't he kind of have his hands on like with one of those devices where he had a little input and kind of had his name with it or on it or something?
He said he did, yeah, but you can never really tell with him because he was. But then he came out with his own batteries, which were kind of the battery idea was kind of cool, not because of the battery itself. It was the wrapper that was on it because it would tell you like what resistance and what type of device is perfect for this battery or this battery.
Look right there. That's what I was thinking. Rifleman just says, I still have my dual battery DNA 40 Pegasus.
Yep, he just did he didn't just do a video, but that's one of the videos that pops up.
With his signature inside. Rifleman, hold on to that shit. That thing will be worth
nothing.
Will be worth a couple more dollars if the signature's in it.
It's funny because when you type in Pegasus Vapor Academy, the first video that pops up is Todd's video that he did on that mod that Rifleman has.
Yep.
It was 8 years ago.
Lord.
Holy shit, 8 years ago. Wow.
He was a good dude. Because we hung out with him, but here was the thing about him. Everybody, and he probably had his complaints about me too. Just like we've all got our complaints about people. He was too big for them britches constantly, and a lot of people didn't get to see that because when he was on video, he was kind of a different person a little bit. But
he was all business. That dude.
Yeah, it was all like, dude. We're not in here looking for business advice. We're in here just to have a good time and cut up. And he was constantly wanting to be on some kind of business venture. But it is what it is. It's all good.
The Eco Nano. I can't remember half the shit I reviewed.
Brian's kicking out all these damn pods that I've never even heard of, but that don't mean shit that I hadn't heard of it.
I wonder if that one would be better for that juice. Let's see.
He said he's got a Caliburn G3, and if you got one, put it in there and try it.
Yeah, I would try it in the Caliburn.
Use if you have your 0.9 pod, put that in there. Put the juice in. Run it at I say run it at like 15 watts on there, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, the naked liquid I usually break it out when I'm doing pods.
Because I've got naked in this one, but I got the strawberry one in the G3. Speaking of that, I'm fixing to have to. I'm about to make me another order here pretty soon again.
Yeah, I just got my order. I just ordered 4 bottles of. Oh, wait till you see what I ordered.
Oh shit!
I got my 4 bottles of.
This ain't the.
And then I ordered something else.
You didn't go through them, did you?
No, I went through what's her name. The one website.
Oh, the chick down in Florida?
Yeah. Let me grab the bottle. Hold on. I didn't know they still made this shit.
I was fixing to say, I hope you didn't give what were they trying to charge you, like 300 something bucks for that shit?
Yep.
I'm like, damn, man, y'all hard up for that stuff.
This was like the best juice ever. Then I stopped vaping it for a particular reason, and I didn't know they still made it, but apparently they do. I'm not sure if it tastes the same, but
Holy shit,
Cloud
there it is.
Night's.
What flavor is that again?
I think this is the cinnamon toast crunch one.
Man, I remember having all their shit, and then Mark ruined it for us by planting a
Yep.
bug in his shit.
This is the juice that had the bug in it. Then I stopped vaping it for forever.
Didn't they have
Yes.
they had like an Apple Jacks one, didn't they?
Yep. They had some of the best cereal
Yeah,
vapes ever.
to me, they had the best in all their shit. So I guess they're still. I guess I
I
didn't
didn't know.
realize they were still around.
I didn't know that either.
Uh,
And then she also sent me over some other stuff.
what? Damn, that's a lot of damn puff for a damn pod.
She's usually pretty nice to me when I order something. She'll always throw something extra.
Well, you make a phone call down there before you order.
Nope.
No,
I
okay.
just I drop a name. I say, hey, I know Mike Vapes.
I got
I don't know
you.
if these are new.
They got to be. I don't think white grape.
Yeah, these are new flavors.
What's that one? I can't see it barely.
Arctic melon something.
I don't,
Cherry
yeah, I don't know if that would be.
and strawberry mango peach.
That first one, though, that
Yeah,
white grape,
that might be really good.
that might be a dandy. Huh. Well, they, what are the 12s?
I think they're 12s. I didn't crack them open yet. Do.
You know what? Out of that whole line, and there's still, I think, 3 that I haven't tried yet because I've had other shit come in and I kind of took a break from that stuff. But I tried quite a bit of them, and I didn't think this would be my favorite out of the bunch. But my favorite is the one that fills his one, that watermelon peach.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah, that was real good.
The fruit fly is like the worm in the bottle of tequila.
There you go. I was amazed at flavor. Whether I'll get 13,000 puffs is debatable, but yeah, that's like 13,000 puffs seems a little over the top, but
I don't believe those numbers ever.
typically I don't either. It's like, first off,
Oh, these are 6 milligram. Perfect. Actually, I could vape these. I didn't know they were 6.
you better
That's
make
good. I
damn
can
sure
actually
you ain't looking at the wrong number.
30 mil, 6 milligram. Yep. Okay, I didn't even know they came in 6. To be honest with you, that's perfect because I can actually vape them in my regular tank. Sweet.
If you want 20 milligram, you can order from. Oh yeah. I need to watch what I'm saying.
Who makes what? This juice said this is Phil and Dimitri's unsalted liquid.
Yep.
If that's the one you're talking about. Sardo and the Vaping Greek. I'm not sure if he calls himself that anymore. Blackberry. Ooh, God, no. I can't stand blackberry.
Yeah, I never even really thought about it. I mean, I have, but I haven't. I haven't really had a discussion with Stevie about like doing a 12 milligram type thing. Really, because I'm kind of stuck on these right here, and not so that somebody else can't do them. I don't know. I've just been doing those.
Yeah, he'll do any milligram. He'll do even like crazy ones too.
Yeah.
My coworker likes the Mike Tysons. You mean the Disposables?
Oh my God.
The Mike Tyson Disposables?
I've seen the little, I guess it's the little display thing of them in stores. I just,
He's got his name on every fucking thing.
yeah, but a lot of people got their name on. But when it comes to putting your name on some shit like that, though, it's like the two and two just don't go together at all. You know,
I know.
you're like an athlete boxer dude, and you've got your name attached to some shit. You know, like some vaping shit. I don't know.
Does it come in 3 or is it meant for? I don't think it comes in 3 because I know they're more like MTL vapors, or like
Yeah,
DTL vapors, I guess. Or
I don't know. They might have
curriculum.
some shit in three. They
I didn't know.
might.
Yeah, when I seen the 6, I didn't even know they came. I thought the lowest was 12, but they might come in. Let me check. Because I'm not sure.
Oh,
You can
look,
email me if you want. I can tell you more. I just can't tell you more right now on the
look at
live.
DC. DC coming in there. He said, Mark, is it true if you're wearing socks while porking a dude while you're not considered gay? I know you have. DC always coming in here with some crazy shit. I'm surprised he came in under his regular name, though. Good on you on that one for DC.
The unsalted comes in 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18.
There you go.
I was not aware of that. This is the extreme unsalted. So what is extreme? Like more flavor? Like your ordinary juice. It's an explosion of extreme, so it's got more flavor. I gotta try it now.
I don't know. Zero, doing shit in zero still just. I mean, some people enjoy that and some people that's what they're on, but I don't know, man. It's kind of like if you're doing this shit, it's like, why waste your time going with zero? I don't know.
Do you see live last night? Ron was testing. Oh,
Who?
I Bart White sent me a link to this YouTube video of this guy that did a tour of a disposable vape factory. So on my show last night, we did like a little reaction video to it.
Okay.
And there's this one dude. He looks like he's 12, but his face looks like he's 60. And he's the tester for the disposables. So they come in like cartridges of like 5 or 6 at a time, and he's sitting there, and he goes to the next 5, and just starts vaping them all. And he does. And when the guy asked him, he's like, "How many do you test a day?" And he's like, "About 8,000 a day."
Holy shit.
I seen
Dude,
that. I'm like, how is this dude still alive?
that means you're doing either 20 or 50 on Nick Salt, and you're hitting, what, 7,000 to 8,000 a day?
That's what he says. I'm like, holy shit.
Man, that dude's insides is probably freaking tore up.
You could just see his face and just tell that he's had way too much nicotine.
Damn. Don't you think they could have a machine do that shit instead of a person?
Well, they also have a machine, which I don't understand what the point of him is.
Well, hold on.
They show a part where there's a machine where it connects to the mouthpiece and then it kind of draws the vapor in. But then you got this dude, he's also putting his lips on them, which I don't understand how that works.
I don't either, and I know we don't live in a perfect world at all, but them showing that, well, I guess it's just on this dude's YouTube video. You'd have to stumble across it to see it, but those are like a lot of views on that video.
Well, it's weird because this guy's channel, he goes into all these Chinese factories and does tours of like you name it, like furniture, watches, cell phones. The video's got 6,000 views, but only got like 17 comments.
Isn't that strange when you see shit like that?
Yeah, very strange. It was a legit video. It was well done. It was just, I don't know, it's kind of.
All right, so let's look at it like this. If the dude's claiming he's doing anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000, which, Lord, that sounds like an astonishing number for one person to do in a daytime. And we know what they work, 8 days a week over there, if there was an 8-day week. But That pretty much. So was it just him doing it, or was there like multiple people doing that?
I think it was maybe him, or there might have been two other dudes, but they just showed him.
Is it
All the
like
other people, they were building them, and he was just
I'm
just
wondering
testing.
if it's a startup company where they don't quite have the sales yet, so they haven't been able to buy the machines to do it properly. But just look at it like this. That means if he's doing that many, he's not doing something for that. He's the shit that you're getting in a box. He's already had his lips wrapped around.
Yes, he said at the very end of the video, he says there is a sterilizing process that they go through, but then they didn't show it, and they just ended the video right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
it was pretty shady.
Dude, that's messed up.
That's. I mean, I understand it's China, so they don't have like regulations and shit, but imagine having that kind of job title here in the States where you're just vaping 8,000 pods a day.
Dude, you're getting paid to put down 7 to 8 thousand of those jokers a day. I don't know how you can do it, man, without like just being.
Falling over. Like,
Yeah, but
that's a
I
lot of
mean,
nicotine, man.
I'm sitting here in my mind trying to think. If you're doing 7 to 8 thousand puffs, that means that it sounds like you're not getting a break. You don't get a lunch. And how many ever hours you're there a day, it seems like as soon as you sit down, that's what you do from the time you walk out the door.
I don't see how that's even.
To me,
There's no way.
that sounds like torture in some countries doing some shit
It,
like that. But I
it
don't
does sound
know.
like torture.
Oh,
So they do have regulations. How can they have regulations and have some dude sitting there vaping, taking just quick little puffs off about 8,000 of those a day? That's got to be dangerous. That has to be
I
dangerous.
know nobody keeps up with their shit, but if there is that one random person in chat that has like a dedicated puff counter and keeps up with their puffs per day, somebody give me a puff count of what they do in a day's time. I don't know if we have any of those people out there. I don't keep up with my shit, so I couldn't even tell you.
Because like your typical disposable, you'll get, well, they claim you'll get about 8,000 puffs, between like 8 and like 11,000 maybe. So that's like saying that he's vaping an entire like one disposable per day. That's a lot. That is a lot.
I mean, if you had to guess, have you ever kept up with a puff counter during the day?
No.
Rifleman
Maybe
says maxi of 400 a day. I could see
maybe
more than that. I mean,
uh,
sometimes I sit here during these feeds. I'm sure I could probably crank out at least. I don't know. I don't keep up with the shit, so I have no idea. So
I feel like maybe 100 a day, 140 puffs a day, maybe. I don't know.
let's just say that 2 or 300, and that might be exaggerated. Let's just say 2 to 300 a day is like normal. You're still nowhere in the ballpark of 7 to 8 thousand a day.
Nope.
And somebody just made the client, or somebody just said something like he's not inhaling. Even if you're not inhaling, that's still 7 to 8 thousand times a day. You've had to hit it. It's not like you're perfectly not inhaling it unless they've got some technique down or whatever. But
Yeah, I don't know if he was inhaling it. He was doing it pretty quick, so he was like, so he might have just been like sucking on all five and then just blowing it out. So, but regardless, if he's inhaling or not, 8,000. That's going to take a toll on you somehow.
you would think,
I
especially
could
when
probably,
you're doing Nick salt too. You're not doing just like regular shit. So
you don't got a puff counter on your mech, Nicholas? You better send it back.
yeah, man, I was just looking at that comment. I'm like, you must have a faulty one or something. If I got paid, I could double. Shit, hippie, you be damned before lunchtime.
Yep. That guy was getting a
But here, all right, well,
Ooh,
I guess there's ways of doing it, but like, how does dude know if he's doing 7 to 8,000? Dude, after
I,
like 1,000, I'd be lost.
because like they they'll set up like a little like a crate of them that has like I don't know how many, maybe just rough guess like 50 of them, and then he takes out like there's like five connected to each other, and he's like he goes
Dude,
on to the next five, next five. He's pretty
dude,
quick,
he's vaping a warehouse every day, basically.
pretty much.
Holy shit, man.
Mark, it was not the bar; it was from a disposable. Here we go, DC. Where you at? He's like at the beginning of the show. It's probably from a disposable, I bet you.
I'll have to go check this video out.
Yeah, I linked it. I linked the video in my video to so you can watch the video's only maybe like I don't know 5 or 10 minutes long, but certain parts of it you'll be like, holy shit.
Hippie said he probably can't even count. Here's the thing. A lot of times numbers, when they seem inflated, they probably are. And it's
Yeah,
like, who's the guy? All right, who? I guess the guy that was interviewing asked him how many he did, and that's the
yeah.
number he threw out. So, I mean, who is this guy to say that he's going to look and say, oh, I think you're lying. I know you don't do that many. Let's get a real number. He probably just listened to the dude and they just, okay, whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is true. I mean,
They probably don't even make 8,000 a day.
it just seems pretty
But
intense
they,
for.
but the factory they make disposables for all the companies, so it's not just like their brand; it's for like other brands. So they could be pumping out that many, but for him to take 8,000 puffs, regardless if he's inhaling or not, is crazy.
And think of this shit. On top of all that, you just brought up a good point. So we've got all kind of different flavors that we're hitting on. Man, that's got to be like nasty after a while. Richie Drums, thank you for the donation. He says, Mark, missed you. How'd that Chris Hansen tapping go?
It's going to be aired next week. That's when I get locked up. Chris Hansen. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That seems pretty crazy right there. But
That's the guy they picked for the video. You don't want to see the actual testers. Yeah, they're proud. That dude's face was pretty old looking. Like the side shot, like when you look at him, like holy shit, that looks like a little kid. And then when they go on his face, you're like, holy shit, you're aging, dude, like bad.
they probably do. They probably do have a bunch of like kids sitting in like some little room with some school books, and they're making them learn as they're testing out disposables. I don't know.
I would think he'd have nicotine poisoning. Yeah, I mean, unless for some weird reason I don't know, it doesn't make sense because even if there wasn't nicotine in them, that doesn't, yeah, there's got to be nicotine in them. I don't know. Something's
Nicotine
not
or
right.
not, if you hitting something at 7 to 8,000 times, if that number's true, it, that shit's gonna be messing with you.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm surprised they put that. I'm surprised they let them film that part of it. They should have just cut that part out. The company probably should have said, "No, don't show that. Just show us putting it together and building it and packaging it. Don't show the dude that's testing them."
Neil said his
That didn't
face
look
looked
right.
like tan leather. Damn. Well, I'm gonna go check this shit out now.
He looked like a leather sofa.
A lot of times I I don't normally watch them all the way through, but I catch some of Mark's stuff from time to time, and I don't know why it was. Oh, I was watching. I got hooked up watching that damn game last night, so I didn't watch. But
Oh, I remember that when you get caught smoking as a kid, your parents would make you smoke a whole pack. That, oof, I never had to do that, thank God.
see, it was kind of vice versa with me. I snagged a pack of my old man cigarettes, and it was like the first time we ever did it. And he smoked Camel without the filters.
Oh
So we
man,
went out in the woods and we damn near cleared out that whole pack.
holy shit!
Now I don't know how we did it, but we managed. We probably weren't doing it correctly at that point in time. But I remember coming home that night, and with it not being a filter on there and taking down probably a ton of, I remember puking my brains up in the toilet, and it looked like when you looked in that toilet, it was like a bunch of soaked tobacco laying off in that son of a bitch. And you would think I hadn't gotten started yet, but you would think an experience like that would kind of tell you, I
Smoking
want
ain't for
no
me.
more part of this shit. But I'll be damned if I didn't turn into a full blown smoking son of a bitch.
Yep, non-filtered Camels and non-filtered Pall Mall, like the two worst cigarettes ever. And Lucky Strike. Oh God, I could never do those cigarettes. Never.
You know what's funny about all that? If there's one thing I could always keep up with, because I'd finally got to a point in my life, and I don't remember how far in it was, but I started buying cartons because I got tired of buying 2 or 3 packs, and it was like it's cheaper to get a carton. I could always remember how many packs I had in that carton at all times. It was like, so if somebody had snagged a pack out of there, I would know that that never happened to me, but I would know that it would happen. I don't know how I managed to steal a pack out of his carton and him never realized that we did. They never knew it. It was not until like years and years later, where you could kind of like tell some of the stupid shit you did, like, hey, we did that. But
I would steal a pack out of my parents' carton, and I would like take it from the very back, and then I'd leave like a space back there, so it looks like they still have like 8 packs until they got to the end. There'd be like an empty space. I
yeah,
didn't buy like I used to buy cartons, but I hate buying them because I would smoke cigarettes faster. Because I knew I had a carton sitting there. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
have a cigarette. I don't care. Smoke.
yep. Mark looks like a parliament smoker.
Oof. No. I started with Marlboro and then ended with Newport. I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah, that is kind of a strange conversion right there.
I think it was because all the cigarettes I would get off people were always Newport, and I just got so used to smoking Newports after a while. I'm like, give me Newports.
Later, Ed. Take care, brother.
Later, Ed.
Ed's like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
It's like, I need a cigarette.
I know that I started out, and again, I think I've said this story before. I started out on Marlboro 100s. They were in the gold and white pack.
Yep.
And the only reason why I started off on those is because me and some dude were messing around wrestling or something, and he lost his pack of cigarettes, and I really hadn't gotten started yet. But he got up and left, and I seen him laying on the ground, so I picked him up and swiped him, and I started smoking on him. And I started, like when they were done, I wanted another pack. So that's when I went, because back then you could go to the store. You didn't even have to look old enough and they'd sell them to you.
Yeah.
So I would ask for those and that's what I would get. And then I turned into the reds, did the reds for a while. Now, when I was doing reds, dude, I was at 2.5 packs a day on reds.
Ugh.
I was like trying to be that hardcore cowboy killer out there, but did that forever. And then it finally was like, man, I got to drop down to the lights. So I did lights up till I quit.
I can never do lights. They're just too light. I
That's what I
just
liked about the Marlboro lights, though. They were light, but to me, like,
they weren't too light.
no, because like back in the day, my father-in-law, I don't know, he still smokes. I don't know if he still smokes. He smoked Carlton lights.
Oh God.
And those things have like a hole in the filter or something. And
Yep.
it's like you don't get anything out of them. And, like, I'm like, so my shit always seemed good, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I just started with Marlboro Red because that was like the cool cigarette to get back in the day. Like, I'll take a pack of Marlboro Red in a box.
Holy.
You realize how nasty they are.
City Banger says, didn't start smoking till I was 30. Dumb, I know. That is pretty
Yeah.
late to get started with a habit like that, but it's not out of the it's not strange to hear that because I've seen a lot of people talk about where they've started at a later age.
Yeah, that is 30s. Pretty. I guess better than starting when you're 16.
Yeah,
Was it
wasn't.
Carlton charcoal filtered?
I don't
Were
know,
they?
but whatever they were, them some bitches, like it was like I wouldn't get it. I would always look at him. I'd be like, what is the purpose of even smoking? Because it's like you're not getting shit out of these.
I think in Parliament, I think it had the plastic filter. They had some kind of weird plastic filter. I think it was Parliament. Camel Crush menthol. See, I never tried those before. I wish I would have tried those before I quit smoking. But they probably weren't even out when I quit smoking.
As to how much Marlboro Garrett did you get with the points on the? I did save up points for a. I want to say I got some like little cheesy ass like knife or light or lighter or something like that. That was kind of a red plasticky that had Marlboro logo shit all over it. Way back in the day, it was the only time I'd saved up on shit though.
My parents, they got everything. They got the camping dishes, the blue one, like the metal dishes, the chili bowls, the coats. They were like Marlboro gear freaks. They'll be walking down the street and they'll see a Marlboro pack on the ground. They'll grab
That's
it, tear the miles off it.
that's what's funny though. I used to be around people though that would collect the stuff. And anytime I was getting ready to like chunk, they whoa, 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 let me rip the miles off that joker real quick. I'm like, oh, okay, get the shit, man. I don't care what you do. But yeah, I used to know some people that was real hardcore about getting that shit.
They started to make me cough blood. Oh God!
Ooh, shit. Damn, they're
Marlboro
still
miles are still
going.
going. Damn.
I wonder what kind of. Hey, look up real quick. Look up and see what kind of shit they're giving away now. I'm curious where we're at. It's probably like AirPods with the Marlboro logo on them or some shit like that. Or they probably have like an Obama phone thing with a big Marlboro thing on it or some shit.
I wonder if they still apparently have the pool table, but you need like a.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna have to be like 2 feet in the grave of how many cigarettes you smoked to get that.
I don't know if this is old, but you got a cowboy hat, a canvas coat, a western jacket, uh, a wooden block ashtray, a keychain, a watch, a sweater, barbecue tools, ooh, a cooking skillet, a book bag. I'll take the book bag. A dartboard, a bucket.
Is it all heavily logoed with the Marlboro label?
No, not like it used to be. And they got some. What is this? A camping table, a tent. Yeah, there's like it's not heavily. It doesn't have the Marlboro stuff all over it like it does. I'm pretty sure it's on there, but it's not as like before. Everything said Marlboro on it.
Dude, I so just to give you a little of my background, I used to run with folks that when it was time to get dressed up, dressing up was like putting on your new Marlboro shirt that you had or some shit like that was getting dressed up.
Yep.
So, and I had many of those friends that had the Marlboro shit, like a big Marlboro jacket or some shit. And, you know, us all standing around going, "Whew, man, I'd really love to have one of those, but an oxygen tank."
Yeah, I remember they had like a pool table. They had some pretty big things that you would like. You needed to collect like millions of miles in order to get stuff. I think one of them was a pool table.
God, can you imagine how many packs of cigarettes it would take in order to equal out to getting a pool table? That's just like that thing I'd watched on Netflix I was talking about like almost a year ago or some shit. The ad that Pepsi had put out about where you had to do, you could, I forget the Pepsi points or whatever the shit it was.
Oh yeah, and some dude won and got ripped off or something.
Well, you had to get like a million Pepsi points and you'd get a Harrier jump jet. And dude went out and literally bought, he spent somewhere in the area of like 400,000 or 500,000 just to win this, because he knew if he got it, he could turn around and sell the jet or whatever and make the money. It was crazy. It was a whole thing on Netflix. It was a documentary on it. And yeah, when it came to the point where he had what they wanted, they tried to say, well, look, we were just kind of joking around. He said, no, you weren't, because if you read the fine line, there was nowhere where it says you're joking. And the shit went to court for years and years and years. And I think he wound up winning a little bit of money out of it. But it was just like, it took years off his life trying to do this shit, but I forget.
Yeah, the Camel Bucks I never got into because I never smoked Camel. I never knew many people that smoked Camel. I knew more people that smoked Marlboro than I did Camel.
Neil says, I have the goose down coat and the leather coat and the Dan Post boots from Marlboro. Damn. Neil's all down with his coke shit.
Damn.
Pepsi had to do a cash settlement with the guy. That's right, they did. Well, they actually offered him, which sounded pretty good if he'd have taken it. They offered him I think it was a couple of 100,000 to say, look, here's you some money, walk away from this and quit. Because it got into the news everywhere. But he's like, no, I'm going to fight this shit. I want what I'm supposed to get from this.
Exactly.
And, it was kind of like, man, you're risking a lot of, money that you could get here. But
Marlboro, man, someone sold a Marlboro Miles pool table for $7,500. Who the fuck in their right mind?
Is it got a big fat ass Marlboro logo in the middle of the table? No Marlboro shit? No Marlboro balls or anything?
You gotta be a collector for that shit.
Can you look up, in your local area, what a pack of Marlboro Lights would cost right now? Do you have that way of looking?
Let's see.
Can you buy Marlboros on Amazon?
No, I don't think you can't buy cigarettes online. That I know you can't do.
Yeah, but it seems like anytime I look at Amazon and people tell me I can't buy it, I seem to find it on there.
How much are Marlboro in Chicago? Price of one pack in Chicago is $16.
God damn.
In December 2023. Holy, $16 for a motherfucking pack of cigarettes. You gotta be fucking nuts.
That's $16. What is your sales tax there? Do you have one?
Yeah, we do. I don't know. Is that with tax?
It can't be. They're going to give you the straight price without tax.
How much tax on a pack of cigarettes?
You might as well say at least another $1 or $2 or something like that.
$3 a pack. So you're looking at $19 a pack.
$19 a freaking pack.
Holy shit. Wow.
I've said it many a times. I've said it a million times. At least way back in the day, I know I said it over a million times, that if cigarettes ever got to a certain price, then I'd quit doing it. I know we're living in a different day and time. Of course, I hadn't smoked in forever now, but dude, if I was still smoking now and I had to stop, because dude, when I was at my very end, I was down to half a pack a day. So that means I'm going to be spending, let's just say roughly, if I was still at that point, I'm $20 every 2 days on a pack of cigarettes.
Almost $100 a week.
And then when the weekends rolled around, it was off the table. It was a pack a day at least. So, wow. Easily 140 a week tied up in cigarettes?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. That's like almost $600 a month just for cigarettes.
Damn.
Holy shit, man.
Mark says $40 for a pack of Marlboro here in Australia.
Holy fuck. Wow.
Mark, since you're in Australia, let me ask you this question. So say I worked at what a fast food place would be there. I don't know if you have the same places there as what we have here. What does a typical person walking off the street make at a fast food place in Australia
Like per hour.
per hour? Yeah, not per week or any, per hour.
Cigarettes are
I want to do some math real quick.
65 cents a pack. How old are you, bachelor? Like 90 years old? Holy fuck. I think cigarettes were like $1.80 or $2 when I started, I think.
When I started, cigarettes were right at just a hair over $1 a pack.
Okay, yeah, so that's probably like $1.80. Jesus.
Keep your eye on Mark in case I miss this because I want to see what $40 a pack.
I hope nobody smokes out there because it's impossible. It's
They don't want anybody doing shit because we already know that their vaping shit's so damn screwed up that
good lord.
damn it, come on now.
Let's see, minimum Australian workers are entitled to minimum wage of $23 an hour or $882 a week if you work 38 hours.
Well,
That's
holy
according to
shit.
Google.
Oh, not sure, but maybe 15 to 16 an hour is what Mark's saying.
So sounds like almost the same.
It sounds, it sounds a little similar to the U.S. in some places. But dude, at $40 a pack, there's no way you could.
You got to be the only people that are smoking are rich.
That's
You gotta
all
be
I could
rich.
see.
That's one way, I guess, to stop people from smoking. Charge $40 a pack. Ain't no one gonna be able to afford that shit.
Dude, that sounds like the prime area to get some type of like cigarette ring going on where like we buy them here, ship them down there, do this, do that. Boy, which I'm sure there's probably millions of folks doing that shit already, but
Pharmaceutical vapes are already being sold in Australia. I knew that was coming.
that just trips me out, man.
Wait, they have
40.
40 cigarettes per pack. Oh, that might change things up a bit.
Well, that does change that. Well, hold on. Hippie says Australian packs have 20 cigarettes. Well, that's what U.S. cigarettes have. Bachelor says, Mark, they have 4. Look to see what a pack of Australian.
Well, they do have pictures on the packages of like cancer patients and Philip Morris sues Australian plans to ban logos from cigarettes. How many cigarettes?
Oh, okay. So Mr. Louis says one Australian dollar is 67 cents in the U.S.
Oh,
with the
okay.
differential. So it would be $26 for 40. Oh, well, he's saying $26 for 46. It's 46?
Says the most common quantity is a pack of 25, but some brands have 26, other brands have 30, some even have 50 per package. Jesus Christ.
Marlboro doesn't come in 40 packs from what Mark is saying.
Damn.
All right, so I'm about to get lost with all this information y'all throwing out. Dick asked if I have the SX Mini Pure Max pod system. Which one is the... I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I think the last SX Mini pod thingy I've had, and I don't even know if you want to call it a pod, it was that auto feeder little thing we had. You remember that one?
Was it Vaporesso, I think, or
No,
something?
SX Mini.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember it. Yeah.
And that's been years ago. So if you're talking about something recently, no, I don't.
I guess the cigarettes are going to go up to $50 in Australia, apparently. Like 20,
40 pack is
25.
about $70 Aussie dollars. 70 Aussie dollars.
That just sounds like a lot. How do
That
you fit a
sounds
pack?
crazy though, because that means the pack that you're carrying is quite large. Then, if it's a 40 pack,
The only person I knew that used to roll their cigarettes up in their sleeve was my dad. I never understood that. He put it in his sleeve and then he roll it up. And every time he walked around, he always had like one sleeve up, one sleeve down.
that's because he ain't had pockets. I guess. Supposedly, that new SX Mini is temp controlled and is a pod killer.
Oh, I think he's talking about a different one. I think
Well, I'm
I
sure
haven't.
he is because he asked about. I'm just telling him the one that I've had last was that one we had from years ago.
Yeah, I think the one. I think I seen a video or some. I don't know if Vaping Bic did a video on it. Someone did a video on some SX Mini pod that looked pretty high end.
Well, Dick just said that this one has cracked temp control, no dry heads. Yes, this is a new.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I hear that it's apparently pretty cool.
Apparently, Vaping Bic has done a review on it.
I got to look at this thing now. I haven't had SX Mini since God.
It's been forever for me too. Like I said, I think the last thing I've had from them was that little thing that we got.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
auto feed thing. Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty good, but I wasn't like it was like anything else. I used it for just a little bit and was like, okay, on to the next thing.
Yep.
That old SX Mini one was a bootleg squonk from years ago. Okay.
I think Vic said he works for Yeehee's social media. So he does like the posting for like their social media, I think. I don't
What
think he works for the company. He kind of just does like a side job for them, I think. I think that's what he meant. I don't know.
well doesn't your long lost buddy do consulting for them too?
Oh, he used to, I think. I don't know if he still does.
Didn't
He and my buddy.
you kicked into the curb or something though, I think. For no damn reason. Sorry ass. It's about to get released in the States with new leak proof pods. Okay.
Yeah, there's like weird shit. Like, because Vaporesso just released a pod that has all these new features to it, but you have to use the point 0.4 pod to get the new features, but they don't release the point 0.4 pod in the US, which makes no like some company I don't get why they're not.
Yeah, what sense does that freaking make?
It's not like the US has regulations on like the resistance or anything. I just when I asked them, they just said no, we're not releasing that pod to the US. I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense, but all right. He works for Yeehee.
So he's rightfully cashing in a check each week from them.
See, I was under the impression that he's doing Yeehee's social media, like their Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I didn't know he actually like worked
What is that?
not worked the building, but you know what I mean.
What do those obligations hold when you're doing somebody's social media shit?
Reposting, just
Okay.
posting like
In this
pretty much
day
just
and
posting.
time, and I'm not poking any jabs at anybody, but this could go for anybody. Again, in this industry, working for, I don't, well, whatever it is you're doing with them, if you're just reposting their shit, if you're not coming out with really anything, what are you doing? Just reposting old pics of shit that you can't
Yeah,
even get anymore?
I think what it is because I noticed some companies were reaching out to people. I think because when China leaves, they want people to keep their social media going. So now they're hiring people like YouTubers or whatever to keep their social media going while they're on their New Year's. I think I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, pretty much what you're doing is just someone I think from the company will put a post out on the main page of like say I don't know this mod, and then you're just going to go and you're going to copy that onto their other social media page, and their Instagram page, so that way they don't have to keep doing it all day long.
You know, one of the most worthless things that I could see doing, and this is just my honest opinion, if you're a company that's not cranking out much, and the one thing that, I've left people's pages because of this very thing. Let's say you cranked out one product, and that's going to be your really only and main product that you put out for the next month or two. Every day you're posting a pic, it's the same fucking thing in just a different background. When I start seeing shit like that, I click and delete and are done with whatever page that might be. I can't think of any names that come to hand at the moment, but there's been a lot of them that's been like that. And it's like, what's the point in it? You can look at the likes on these pics and they get 24, 25 likes. It's like you've wasted your time doing this.
But if you look at a lot of these social media pages for these companies, you'll notice they do a lot of giveaways, and there's a lot of people that just rely on these giveaways. Like, that's what they do all day on social media, is just enter all these giveaways.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, it kind of makes no sense, but that's all it is just reposting the same shit over and over unless something new comes out.
That is the fastest way I can tell y'all right now, and I don't care who it is. That is the fastest way that I will delete or block you from any of my social media. And I've had to do it here recently from people. And most of the time it's people I don't even know, but it might be the same person that's done it, that I didn't catch it the first time around. But somebody sends me a message saying, hey, will you please vote for me? Will you like me? Will you do this or do that? So my chances are better. I don't even respond. I just hit the block button and I'm done, because why are you going to hit me up all of a sudden asking me some shit like that? I mean, you've probably done it like in some group thing where you shot it out to 1 million people. I don't want that shit, because I'm not going to do that, because if you can't, go handle your own shit.
Yep.
I'm not doing that for you.
There's Facebook groups that are just dedicated to posting where the giveaways are at, so you could just go to the giveaway immediately. I'll take a pass on that, Bachelor. Thank you. I don't think my lungs can handle that. I can't pick up my tank since I bought the UL Crown B pod. It vapes like a sub-ohm tank. The UL Crown B pod. I haven't had UL stuff since they kicked me to the curb.
I've had 66 notifications in the past hour and a half of us doing this show, just from my one ring camera alone, because the wind's blowing so fucking hard out there right now and rustling shit up that it keeps catching shit.
Is it hardwired or battery?
That one's hardwired.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because that battery's going to be fucking dead.
I told you at the beginning of the show, I had to leave the ringer on. You'd have been hearing this ring chime going off 67 times.
I have my giveaway from you, Mark, from years ago. Wow, you still got to give? Wow.
No, I think he said he's still waiting on it from years ago.
At least you didn't sell it. It's an old 1-battery mod. It's really nice. Yeah, some people keep the stuff. Some people sell it. Terry. Bootleg for resale. You Polish son of a bitch. I'm not Polish. I might be like 10% Polish, but...
Yeah, we've had like wind advisories and shit going all day, and it's supposed to go through the night. Man, it has just been like cranking outside.
I gotta check and see how nasty it is out there.
And it feels like 20-something degrees outside right now.
Yeah, this shit's turning all to ice. So that's the background music. What background music are you talking about?
Probably he can hear the wind chimes here, because they've been slapping all down.
Savor the Vapor still has a couple mods he bought for me. I gotta change the batteries in my one ring camera. I got lazy and I didn't want. There's Terry.
There's Terry. Terry, we was talking about you earlier. I'm sure you was watching and you just figured out how to type now, but we were curious. The giveaway you got from Mark, did you turn around and sell it to Robert or give it to him?
He,
We
he
we
gave
would
it to him, but Robert gave money for it. I told you wouldn't like burrow mods, Terry. I told you. I hate those fucking mods. They're pains in the ass.
now is this one you'd actually have to like wick and put a coil in and all that? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Terry, that's way out of your damn class, son.
Little tiny ass fucking RBA and everything else. Free.
Free. It was free to you.
You ain't giving nothing to Robert for free. Probably gonna charge him like $500 for that mod.
I guarantee you, next time you see Terry, Terry's probably got like a wall of shit behind you that he's done got from all the money he made on that deal.
Jason was here, I think. Jason was here earlier. I thought he was. Could've sworn I seen him
Jason don't like me no more. He don't come over here.
earlier. He barely comes to see me.
I never see him in this chat anymore. He got
thought
sick
he
of
was.
my ass, I guess.
I don't have any more Save the Vapor. They're all gone. I sadly gave them all away.
Borrow mods suck. Those chimneys are too long for grape photo. That's not necessarily true. I've had some that are pretty damn good, but I don't know, man. It just kind of like, you know what? It is cool as they are and as nice, and when they're good to go, I enjoy using from time to time. But I think at the end of the day, it always keeps falling back to the same answer. I'm a lazy vapor.
Yep.
I like just picking shit up or like something I can slap a damn pre-made coil in real quick and go with it, and not the only work that I have to do in vaping here is keep re-wicking this. And this is MTL. This lasts for a while, so it's not like I'm re-wicking it every day. So that's about the most work I got to do.
Plus those rebuilt those burrow tanks are just so fucking tiny and fidgety and
Yeah.
that's for the people that really, really love to build and tinker and shit. The Snow Wolf, holy shit, that's a classic.
Yeah, that's way old.
Terry's
Slow
gonna
down,
show
Terry.
some
I can't even
seven.
tell what the fuck you're saying. Slow down, you're typing there, kid.
I'll believe it when I hear it from Robert that you gave it to him for free.
We'll find out the truth, Terry. Don't
Yep.
worry. And Robert was in here earlier. He didn't say anything. He's probably just being nice about it. But we'll find out the truth, and we'll call your ass out next week on it. Or Mark will call you out this Friday on the show just randomly.
I knew he wasn't gonna like it. I just those mods, I don't know. I want a good MTL.
Here you go, right here. Tripod V2. That's been the perfect one for me.
You want a good MTL, you need to get a good RTA MTL RTA.
It's a bit pricey, but after you buy it, you won't have to worry about buying shit else.
Dude, the Snow Wolf, it's got to be like, wow, I don't know how many years, 7 years old maybe.
Dude, I remember when the Snow Wolf came out, and I remember going to the shop when I seen it there for the first time. And the high dollar shit normally kind of sat towards the back where you couldn't get hands on. You'd have to ask somebody to see it. And I remember that thing because it looked kind of like an iPhone because it was like in that glassy looking case.
Yep.
But now that you kind of look back on it, it was like a heavy weight that, well, at its time it was awesome. But like you look back at it now, and it was like, ugh.
I think if my notes are right, it came out in July 2015.
ST, I can't see myself spending that money on a tripod too. Hated the first one. I broke it. For whatever reason, I love this thing. And I don't know how long I've had it now, but it seems like I've had it for at least a half a year, I guess, somewhere in there. I hadn't put it down yet.
Or get yourself one of the Well, I guess you can't really. Can you do MTL on the Typhon? Maybe you could. Yeah, you could. I think. Best RTA ever. Blows a tripod out of the water.
Whatever. Where's my Diacode sitting up on the shelf where it's been? It's only been used like twice.
Yep, my Danny boxes are all sitting right up there. Those are the only ones I won't sell. Unless I'm really, really in need.
Oh, I'll do it, but you're going to pay for it. I ain't giving that shit away, I can tell you that. But if somebody's interested, hit me up. I can put it in your hands at a better deal where you can get it anywhere else. But I can tell you I'm not giving it away.
Yeah, I think the Snow Wolf was a touchscreen. You're right, it was a touchscreen. Or one of them were. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one was a touchscreen.
It was
Next
like
time I would take the money.
it was like a whole lot of glass or whatever the hell was all over that thing on a very small screen.
Yep, it looked like an iPhone. It was, I mean,
Yeah.
just without the screen, but just the shape and the.
Yeah.
It looked really cool. The Sigali 150, that was one of the best mods ever. SRTA is the Enigma by Unknown. Oh, I gotta go look at this now. I don't need any more.
I think my only, and it's not even that big of a deal, but the only thing that kind of sucks with the tripod, at least this one, is that obviously every time I re-wick it, most of the time I'm putting the same juice back in it, but I still clean it up real good. And I got to grab that tool out to break it down.
Yeah.
Now it's not much. It's just one screw you got to use to get that piece out, but you have to use a tool to do it. And that tool comes in the case, and I leave the case kind of handy to be able to grab it. But that would be my only flaw with this one. But other than that, I love using this thing.
Ooh, that RTA looks pretty nice. That Enigma.
What's it go for?
I don't know, I looked at a picture of it. Let's see how much does it cost.
Holy shit, I'm up to 80 notifications. Let's see if I can hit 100.
Do they even make it anymore? On their site. Enigma. I don't see it on their. Oh no, I don't see it on their site. I don't know if they make it anymore. But that thing looks pretty sweet. Oh, it's really. I think it's old. Is it old? No, it's not old.
Richie
Do they still
says
make it?
Jim VV reviewed it.
Yeah, I see there's videos on it, but I don't see anywhere you can get it. It does look pretty sweet though. Oh god damn it! I don't need an RTA.
Hell no.
Like, the only thing I hate with this, like this, I don't know if it's the juice or whatever. It just gets really gunky on the inside after a while. Like after about a week, it gets nasty inside of this thing.
Dude, I
And you
haven't
gotta really break it down and clean it.
used my free what is it again?
The Typhon,
Yeah, I ain't used my GT4 in forever.
I get vapes well, but it's probably the juice because I'm using 5 pawns in it. But after about, I say a week, you open that thing up and it is just, the chimney is black below the coil. You got to rip the whole thing apart if you want to actually get it clean. That's the only pain in the ass about the thing.
Yep.
Wish it was a bit easier to clean. Oh shit, Terry made a donation.
Hold it. You know what? Every time I see that light up, my heart kind of like stops for a second because I think something just happened to the stream. But Terry, thank you for the donation. He said, "ST, any giveaways tonight I can sell?" I'm sure we can probably work something out, Terry. Terry will be hitting me up after the show like, "Okay, well, what did I get?"
I know what Terry's going to do. Terry's not going to sell it to Robert. Terry's going to trade him something for it of probably higher value. Terry's going to be like, send me 3 mods and 2 tanks, and I'll give you this mod.
You know what he's doing? He's Sam. Because wasn't Robert real big into the billet box stuff?
Yep. Oh, he's
going to say, send me one of your most tricked out billet boxes. I'll swap you for that. And then he'll get that. And then Terry will manage, even though his social media skills might be still on the upcoming, he will manage to get into one of these billet box Facebook groups and flip it for like triple that price and come out smelling like a rose.
I didn't even know Terry knew how to email. He emailed me. I'm like, holy shit.
Hey, he's moving up there, son.
He's getting up there. Congratulations, Terry. You know how to use email. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I bought that Air RTA, which it's not bad. I still like it. I've used it. I've ran 2 tanks in it and that's it. I bought the die codes because I wanted to put that on the die codes. I've used the die codes like 2 or 3 times and then it sat there. I just never, it's not that I dislike this shit. It's just, I don't know, man. I keep resorting back to the shit I always use.
Yeah, like I like the way the GT4 looks on the tripod, and it vapes really well on there. But on this, with dual 21700s, this thing will last 2 days. I can drop it all over the fucking house. Ain't got to worry about it. My Dicodes mod, even though it's beautiful, I got to change the battery like 2, maybe 3 times a day.
What I had started to do, so I was using that one Geek Vape tank on this Boxer. And then when I broke out the other one, so I had the black one on this one. I completely forgot I had this and I broke it out and started using it again. But there's a little point to the story. I forgot I had my little badass dual 21700 Boxer. This was like not the parallel one, but the one that he did about the same time. We all got one of these. So I was using it on this, but then I come to realize that I have probably worn down all the 21700s that I've got, and I need to go shopping and get a new supply of them. So my duals are not working like the best. So I was like, you know what? I'll take the tank off the 18651, and I just started running with this one. But
How old are you? How do you think, or do you have any clue how old your batteries are?
the ones I've got right now are easily probably pushing a year to a couple of months.
Dude, mine have to be almost 3 years old. All my batteries, and I have.
You
They don't
hadn't
last.
you hadn't done a battery shop in that long?
Yeah, I haven't bought batteries since we've been here. He lives here.
Holy shit. That means that you put batteries in something and about 5 minutes later you're swapping out to another set.
I really need to get rid of my batteries and buy new batteries.
I do too. I mean, because like I said, because I use this thing all the time, and I think because this is a 21700, I'm using this all the time, and I'm constantly just going through batteries. I don't have any batteries married to one another. I know I'm the biggest piece of shit because I don't have dedicated married batteries to a device. So when I throw 2 batteries in the Boxer and run it, when it's saying they're fully charged on my charger and I put them in and it's showing like 94%, shit's kind of fucked up. And the battery seems to drop pretty quick. So yeah, I need to get some more batteries going.
My bad. If I were to show my batteries, people would disown me. They're horrible looking. Not to mention, most of them have been covered in e-liquid, and all the wrappers are like spotty looking because the juice is.
I know what you're talking about.
It's bad.
Uh,
I noticed that after around 300 charges, 18650s die off.
and here's another thing, because I used to be real good at all this and like nursing all this shit. Felt like I was doing everything the proper way. Dude, I'll look at a device in the morning that I know I'm taking. It might show like 60% still on there. Instead of taking 2 batteries with me, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to throw these 60% batteries in the charger and grab 2 other ones because I might run into something today where I need a full charge opposed to 60%. You start doing that time after time, and doing different things. You have completely just messed up all these batteries. And, in the beginning of this long journey. I used to do everything as right as I could. Now I just kind of do it the way however I want to do it because I don't give a damn anymore.
Yep. I mean, I still match the color of the batteries, like the grays and the greens and each. But I noticed though, if you're using a dicodes or a DNA, they're more
They're
like
hungry.
they're like yeah, they're very like if you use like for instance this Geek Vape mod, I can put old shitty batteries in here and they'll last. I put those batteries in this dicodes mod and be like,
Nope.
nope, you're gonna get like 10 minutes off of it. That's
Nope.
it.
You're lucky you'll get that because a lot of times when a battery says 100% in the charging, you throw it in a dicodes mod, it'll sometimes tell you, no, this shit ain't no good. Get it out of me. So they're real finicky on what
Oh
they're
yeah.
taking. So
Chinese mods, you could put fucking any kind of battery in them.
hell yeah, you
They'll
put
fucking
some
turn on.
put some fucking energizers in it, and that joker's ready to go. But
Yep. Yeah, I need new batteries. I'm waiting for like a nice little sale to hit or something.
and that's exactly what I was going to do because on Black Friday there's always good sales, and I was going to go ahead and do my little swap out then. But Black Friday came and went, and I never got around to it. And I constantly get emails because I've been buying from that 18650 battery store for like the last couple go rounds. I get emails all the time, but every time I get an email saying there's a sale, it's the old shitty batteries they can't get rid of that they make look good. But the ones that everybody's talking about, those are the ones that are still $14, $15 a pop or some shit. But
Yeah, I think my battery shows how many milliamp hour goes into the charge. I don't ever pay attention to it. I just wait till it says it's charged. But
yeah.
yeah, my batteries are probably unsafe.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not that same person that I used to be with all this shit. So,
But if I was using mech mods, I'd probably be more concerned. But since I'm using regulated mods, I always think like the
exactly.
mod's gonna be, gonna tell me if something's wrong.
You can be a bit that way when you're using something
Yeah,
regulated.
mech mod, I wouldn't use none of my batteries in.
But it's easy. It's easy to say that, like, if I'm using something in dual faction, I probably got one 186. Oh, I can't even talk. I got one 18650 that's probably about like at 80%, and the others like at maybe 40. And it's kind of giving me like oh, well, you're at 85%. You're good to go, which really you're not. But
You walk out of the house, hit the button, and it drops down to 30%.
dude, that's the worst thing to happen with me too. Like sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I've accidentally picked up like the wrong batteries, put them in, and didn't even do anything, and get driving down the road and be almost to work. Now it's very rarely ever happened, but as I've gotten down the road a bit, I'll take that first hit, and I'm looking, and it's telling me to check battery because the batteries are like either no charge to them or they're all jacked up, and then I'm screwed. I just got a pod system to rely on the rest of the day, so which I can make it through. But
Yeah, I think it's time for a new battery buy.
what happened to the Blunt Boys? I have no
Yeah, it's
idea.
old as shit.
Yeah, I don't. I do need to get another set and chunk all these other ones too. Do like Mark used to do, just put them in a big bag and stick them out in the trash can with the snow
I'd put them
and
in the milk
rain.
jug
Yeah,
so that
that's
way
right.
they wouldn't come in contact with anything.
Mark would put them in a milk jug and put a little milk in it just to make sure that everything was good to go.
I figure as long as you put them inside of a bottle with a cap and they're in there, they're going to be safe inside the garbage can.
Yeah, it'll just melt through that plastic within a millisecond and just burn everything up. But
Dude, garbage trucks are made of like I think iron. So even if they caught fire inside the garbage truck, it wouldn't even nothing would happen.
what if it caught fire before it made it to the garbage truck in your can?
I usually don't throw them out until garbage day,
Oh,
just in case that happens.
you're the one that runs out to the truck with the milk bottle just by itself and throws it out there.
I don't want to fucking go all the way to Best Buy or something to throw batteries out.
I don't
It's
either.
too much work.
I'm just looking and I just realized, dude, we've gone a fucking hour over. 2 fucking hours tonight. That means y'all get no show next week because we gave y'all 2 hours tonight. So But on that note, I think we are about to shut down shop. But thank y'all for watching. And I know we've got our first call for a little blizzard to come in this weekend. I'm curious to see if that's going to happen or not. But if it does, it does,
That
I
shovel.
guess. I ain't shoveling shit. I'll be out there playing in the truck a little bit, but I damn sure ain't shoveling shit.
You guys even own shovels out there where you live?
Yeah, to dig
Snow
holes in the
shovels?
ground to put pets and shit away, but you know, we don't get enough snow down here to be worried about all that shit, but I don't know. Anyway, I think we are going to close this down, but thank y'all for watching. I guess the next one on the block is going to be if Mark's still doing Friday night shit, unless he's sick again or some shit. I don't know, but
Oh, I hope not.
anyway, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one. We will catch y'all next Tuesday. Peace out. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I got to change that transition. I'm not liking that one. I need to do this.